Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Satisfactory 1.0. My name is Thomas, and this is episode number 11. Let's start today's episode off with routing the conveyor belt for the iron ore, and then connect the power and fire this reinforced iron plate factory up. And let's see if the ratios are going to work out as I hope. So I am going to jump down, turn on the flashlight, of course, and I'm going to route in the iron ore from here. So I'm going to hit 3 for the conveyor belt, and then making sure that the build mode is on set to straight, we can get this perfect 90 degrees. So I'm going to do that, and so there is the iron ore, and that's 60 per minute, although we are capable of 120. We do need to get the Mark II conveyor belt unlocked to tap the full potential of this miner here. I'm going to grab the power pole here, and I am... I think what I'll do is I'll go from this one, and I'll place it there. I'll connect it to that outlet, and then can I snap it to any one of these? I can. All right, so now we are running some power to our reinforced iron plate factory, and as you can see, the mining machine is in operation, and that's going to give me 60 per minute. And that should feed into everything we have here. I did preload this smelter with some iron ore because I had it in the inventory. And as we wait for this all to start loading in and operating, I'm going to add my factory zones. And we're going to have to unlock the asphalt at some point. I should have done the factory zones first because it's really hard to snap under here. There we go. There's one more here, but I cannot seem to snap it in there. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, so let's observe our first real factory producing 5 reinforced iron plates per minute. Okay, and we're waiting on the screws. So we're now getting some iron rods. Those iron rods are going to come over here to produce 60 screws per minute. So we have 20 per minute there and 40 per minute here. And we've got to make sure that all of these machines are fully operational in order for this to be a perfect ratio. Still waiting for those screws, and here come the screws. And this is really the fun part about Satisfactory, is watching the factory automate itself and work by itself. It's those little moments that you appreciate this game. You work so hard to build a factory, and then you get to watch it and be proud of it. All right, so now we're just going to wait for each cycle and see if it's going to work. Okay, so we're waiting a couple seconds to grab the screws, but we'll let this run another cycle and then we can see what's going on here. So we got to make sure we get 24 screws before we produce one of the reinforced iron plates. Oh, so that was a whole lot better. Only took just a second to do it. Okay, now we're loading up another reinforced iron plates, and we're looking for 24 screws before the next one, and there it is, 24 screws. Ah, that's working perfectly now. And so this should be running at 100% efficiency, which it is 22, 23, 24. Awesome. Yeah, this is working out really nicely. And so now we can come to the factory here and grab reinforced iron plates whenever we need we did have a loading issue there. So I am going to check here just to make sure they're getting all of the iron ingots or rods in here. So there is a pause right there. So why is there a pause? This can't pause at all. This has got to be 100%. Okay, that's running fine. Yeah, that's looking good. Yeah, so we're getting a pause here. 10 iron rods. I have it set at 10, and then this should be 5 iron rods, which it is. That should give me 20 screws, but for some reason, this one's pausing for just a bit. Yeah, right there. That's the pause. Yeah, it's really paused there. Interesting. I wonder if we have to wait. It's 20, 40. Yeah, we are getting a pause. This is producing 15 per minute exactly. So, 15 should work for both of these constructors. 10 and 5. It's a total of 15. And so that is the reason why we're getting a pause with the screws here. Okay, that one rolled up well, but this one I think is going to be a bit behind. Yep, there it is, because it's missing that one rod. So this is a slight mystery to me. I'm wondering, in order for this to work, this has to fully back up. So if I insert all of this in here, let's say I insert 200 iron rods in here. Let's see what happens. Because I'm wondering if the rods have to back up. Yeah, so one's backed up there. And now we have a second one backed up. So I think... Okay, that just ate another one. So I'm wondering if this whole line has to eventually back up and then start feeding this one. And then we'll get 100%. I think that's the case. I think that's the case. Yeah, you can see it starting to back up. So it takes a little while for the factory to get up and running at 100%. And a way you can get around this is to preload your items into the constructor and do it that way. Or you can do... So I'm doing a load balancer, but there's another way you can balance your materials in order to balance the items evenly across instead of choosing a load balancer. I'm not sure what they're called. But I think you understand what I'm trying to say here. But anyways, this is, yeah, look at the rods. They are starting to back up. And once they back up, then it's going to start loading, and we should be producing reinforced iron plates at 100% here. Until then, yeah, there's just a slight pause. Okay, good to know. Good to know. So as we wait for this machine to, or this factory to run at 100%, I'm going to use this downtime to grab some fauna so that I can continue to load the factory. I also want to produce more concrete over here, and in order to do that, we need to get to the Mark II conveyor belt in order to get a more efficient extraction rate of the limestone. I also want to bring down the biomass factory down to the level. And I'll probably do that off screen because I did do that build already, so I'll probably just bring it down off screen and then it will just be done. We also have to automate the screws, iron plates, and rods so that we have that for future use. And we just got to make sure that we always have biomass feeding into the generators. I think moving forward, I will preload the biomass generators off screen, because this can be kind of time consuming and I don't think anyone really wants to watch me pick up some leaves. But we'll do it in today's episode, and then moving forward I will do it off screen. This way we can focus more on the builds, because as soon as we start automating more complex items, I mean, the builds are going to get pretty lengthy and pretty crazy to do it. But if I can automate nuclear power, which I did from scratch in update 8, which I think you guys saw that, I automated that whole entire process from the beginning, from the ores to the final product. I mean, that took forever, but I found that was really fun. And to kind of make a perfect ratio factory, that's also a lot of fun, because that means we're a whole lot more efficient. And we don't, hopefully we won't have to worry too much about balancing our factory. Okay, we got to be careful of those toxic plants. Those can really take your health down pretty quickly. Yep, just clearing out the forest. Oh no, the fuse broke. That's what I was worried about. We always got to make sure we are loading the biomass. So I'll make sure, again, repeating myself, to do this off screen. There's a couple of them, a couple hogs over there, but I don't think they can get across the river, it seems like. Yeah, they're stuck on that side, which is hilarious. I don't think they like water. We will need to spend an episode exploring the map, so we'll do that. Oh, they came across. Oh, and I have no more. What could I drop here? I could drop this. Okay, so I think we have enough leaves here, some foliage, and we can load that into the biomass generators. Yes, yes, yes. We gotta climb up all the way up there, but I will bring that down off of episode. Hopefully next episode I'm in, you'll see that it's on the floor of the map instead of way up there. We also have to re-automate those items, all the copper items. And we got to do smart plating, we got to do rotors, we got to do frames. So we'll be stuck in this phase for a little bit more, a few more episodes. Okay, so leaves go in here, and wood goes in there. And this means I need to jumpstart this, so I need to make sure... Okay, we got some in there, but none in there. So I'm going to split a bunch of this up here, and then I'm going to load in the solid biofuel into the generators. Like that. Okay, let's just do these last rows. Okay, and let's flip the switch. And now we have power. And then that should be turning all of our leaves and wood into solid biofuel. Yep. Cool. And that's going to spit it out and feed all of the generators. Yeah, that's nice. All right. And it appears that the iron rods are backed up here. Check that out. So I preloaded it, and now you can see that they are backed up. So all of the extra rods are going to come into this constructor. So if we take a look at this, this should be running at 100% now. Yeah, you can see 2 in there, back down to 1. Should go 2, and then 1. Oh, that loaded just in time. 2 and 1. So there we have it. We just had to preload one of the machines. And now if we take a look at this, we are now automating reinforced iron plates, 5 per minute. Perfect ratio. Yep. And so that should reach 24 screws. 21, 22, 23, 24. And boom. Then 17, 18, 19, 20. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And another reinforced iron plates. And so now we are producing 5 per minute. Oh, this is so awesome. Yeah. And so we'll never have to touch this factory again. Yeah, this factory's done. And we'll have to make more reinforced iron plates in different builds. So we'll have to redo this build in different, more complex builds. But for this reinforced iron plate factory, this one is done. So now we have the ability to grab the reinforced iron plates, and we can use those for the Mark II conveyor belt, which is super important. And then with that, I can go to architecture. Nope, I don't have it unlocked. And do I have any more coupons? I got 5, so I'm going to print those. And let's see what items I can get here. And I think I know what I'm going to go for. I'm going to go over to Customizer, and I'm going to unlock the Asphalt Foundation.
Decoration and organization go hand in hand. Fix it HQ custodian, I always say. Use of these customizer features does not guarantee an aesthetically pleasing or user-friendly factory. That's the part that requires knowledge and skill.
All right, so I'm going to do my classic build that I did in Update 8, but with a little twist. I'm going to keep the concrete on the outside, but in the inside, I'm definitely going to turn this to the asphalt. So as you can see, now we have more contrast with the factory. And a bug I noticed here, I don't know if you guys are seeing this bug, but every time I place down foundation or place down the foundation, it produces all this foundation on the edge here. It's a really weird bug. So if I plop it down, you can see it start adding foundation around here. So I don't know. I've been experiencing quite a few bugs, and it's really interesting. As you can see, it's just building them all over. So then I just hover over it, and then it automatically vanishes. So yeah, there's there's some down here as well. Here, there. And so I'm actually now going to head underneath here. Yeah, you can see it's even down here. It's a really weird bug. Anyways, now there's a couple I need to switch over. Like that. Okay, cool. And let's just quality check the factory, make sure it does look visually pleasing. Yeah, we got one more there, so I need to head back to the foundation and just hover over it like that, and they're gone. All right, so there we have it, everybody. We have successfully automated 5 reinforced iron plates per minute. Awesome. Great. So now we can move on to the next item, which is setting up a new build for the concrete, iron plates, rods, screws, and then the copper. And then we'll move into probably rotors, some frames, and smart plating. Okay, cool. And I really am digging how this looks. It just looks really cool. You can see the factory, you can see all the product, and it really looks wonderful. Very organized too. And, you know, I do have to come in here and add the foundation and add some walls. I still need to unlock that wall. So with the time remaining, I am going to head over here. Actually, we need to go to the hub just to make sure. I don't quite remember if we unlocked logistics too. So let's get that going. Yep, we're going to get to logistics too. That's going to give us a stackable conveyor belt and the Mark II, which can hold up to 120 items. So we're going to need that with our next build here. And yeah, so thankfully we automated those reinforced iron plates and loaded those into this milestone here. So that's why it's always good to automate your product. All right, so we need 300 rods, and we loaded those into, are they in here? Oh, here they are. Cool, cool. We still have them. And is that 300, 200, 400? Yes, so we got 300. Let's load that in, and now we are going to have the capability of using, oops, we need some more reinforced iron plates. Now we're going to have the ability to work with the Mark II conveyor belts. Very, very nice. Okay. Here we are, and in we go.
Milestone reached. Fixit would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient, don't disappoint Fixit.
So I think everyone here agrees that I am being really efficient in this playthrough. My reinforced iron plates is a perfect ratio, so that's efficient. And now we're about to make this even more efficient. So oh wow, we're out of storage. This is crazy. I need to run back to the hub and dump some of my items. I need to work on some inventory management real quick. I'm not being too efficient with my management of the inventory. Don't tell Ada. We all have little areas we need to work on. Uh-oh. Those dreaded boxes. All right, so in you go. In you go, 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 go. There we go. Yes. I think that looks good, and we can kind of convert these proteins to some capsules and some power shards. Yeah. And let's not forget, let's place that in. Oops. We want those. Okay, that looks better. And oh, we got some silica. We'll get rid of that. And I think we're good to go. I'm going to add some of this plates back in here. We don't need all those. Same for the rods. We'll do 200, 400 of each. And same for the cables. We don't need that many. And same for that. That can go in there. And yeah, so this looks a whole lot better. All right, so I think in the next episode, we'll work on unlocking... Oh, I really want those signs. So we'll work on the concrete over here. One constructor is not cutting it. One constructor is not cutting it. We need 3 constructors. And now that we have 120 items to work with, we can make that possible. So I'm going to delete all this. And since this is not too far from the home base, I'm going to build it right here. So let's use the remaining time here to begin construction. Oh, there's a slug up there. Let's go grab the slug. Uh-oh, there's this guy here. We're gonna take some damage here. Okay, great. And we grab you. And voila. So now we can just jump on the ladder, and yeah, we are going to work with this node here. And we're going to be producing more concrete. We need a lot of concrete for our builds. And I think, you know, we'll bring it out this way. And I always like to get the... Again, we're going to work with the conveyor belt Mark II. That's 120 items per minute. And I want to get the conveyor belt exactly in the center. Oh, we need more reinforced iron plates. Well, guys, luckily we're automating those now. It's like I planned this all out. So yeah, this is perfectly in the middle of the foundation. And so now we can do, I think, our build like right here. Yeah, yep, and I think this is going to work out well. And then we can go up 2 foundations. Or 8 meters. And we can go this way. And that way. Ouch, oops. Delete this, delete that. There we go. And that, we also need to get a wall that has conveyor holes. And yeah, just gonna finish this up here real quick. All right, cool. And now I can just come up here. So then when we start in the next episode, we can begin building this. And I can prep the foundations with these zones. And this is where I'm going to be building. Yeah, this looks great. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We successfully and efficiently automated reinforced iron plates. In the next episode, we will efficiently automate the concrete here and start producing a lot more. And then that's going to help us build our bigger factories moving forward. You guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye.